So we're using some little pieces of fish gum. This is a green and purple one. And again, it's got all the scent that you would find in the ocean. It doesn't take much. We're gonna put a little bit of a triangle on here. On the hook, that'll be our first bait. Put it on the float on top. Now this is ghost shrimp, Cody. You gotta be careful with these guys.
Because they'll pinch you.
That
really.
pinch will get you, and they live in burrows that can go down to 3 foot past the seabed. And in there's a bacteria place where they eat, and so they eat all the bacteria that grows in the walls of their burrows. And why that's important is because they've got bacteria all over their skin or their shell, and so when they pinch you, guarantee it's probably gonna get affected because of the bacteria that they live in. But one of the best natural baits of all time.
Really?
Yes, there's nothing but. You want some ghost shrimp?
I will.
So the way I
check it for live feeds in a second.
The way I put it on, let me get my little hook, is I go through the tail first. He's mad. And then through the head. So he's on there, but he is really, really tender. So if you try to fish with ghost shrimp without using the bait thread, then you're going to throw them off every time. Bait thread, no knot is required. And all you do is you grab the ghost shrimp that's on there, take the bait thread, and you just start wrapping. Start wrapping. His body will hold this thread and it will stick to him naturally. And he is on there. I got more bait thread to go through here.
Man, it's like dental floss.
That's it. There you go.
All right.
Let's put him out there. Well, I don't know. I think first light is the moment we see the light hit the sky.
Okay.
So this is probably 15 minutes past first light. I thought I had a hit here. There may be a fish on here. Let's see. It's probably a catfish. Usually the first fish of the day is a catfish. Let's see if there's a fish on here. No, just the waves, I think. Sputniks. Why can't you get more than one?
No, I got a sack over here.
Nice, dude.
Not a ton, but I got enough. That's pretty good right here, by the way.
I like the bar. I feel you on that one. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, baby, get it. He popped? Get it, baby? Did it really? No, he didn't. He's on. Is he on? Good. Let's hope it's a 4-pound pompano.
It's not a full jack.
Huh?
It's not a full jack for a second. Like big time.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Good. Hopefully he's still on. Let's get this fish in. I hope it's a pomp. Oh. Did it really? No. Oh, it's a catfish. Not what we want to eat here.
So
No catfish.
Tony called this. He said, you know, our very first fish today is probably going to be a catfish. It's always a catfish. How do you know there was saltwater cats?
There is. They're not. I mean, you can eat them, but they're not desirable at all. There's. Oh, he swallowed down his booty. Said you may need a Sputnik. You may need Sputniks. Yeah, I'm going to now. Did you start Dome Life in 2006 or way after?
Oh, no, we started Dome Life in 2018.
And then you got like identified by YouTube, right? With some kind of like fast growers or something?
Crater on the Rise?
Yeah, that's
but
it.
Didn't really.
It ain't gonna help.
It didn't help.
No, it ain't gonna help.
Actually, it was more stressful. It made our vlogs blow up, and then our algorithm went down, and then for like the next 3 months, we were worse off than we were before.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Jeez.
So with Crater on the Rise, no, we our quick short story. We started out tent camping in Arkansas every single weekend. I was a tax accountant. I was coming home.
Wow.
And she was staying home during I was working 70 hours a week, sometimes 80.
During tax season, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. So I would come home and she started watching YouTube. But for the 3 years prior, we tent camped every weekend. Oh, by the way, for the first 10 years we were together, I couldn't get her to go down a dirt road. She hated the outdoors, everything outdoors.
Not for me, buddy.
So, one anniversary, our very first anniversary there, we were broke, we had no money. She always loved going to her parents' pool when we lived in Texarkana. I was like, honey, there's some beautiful water out here in the mountains. I rode my bike with some guys out there. Let's go out there.
Nice.
She was like, oh, okay, I guess. So I was like, we'll get a 6-pack of beer, we'll sit by the water for our anniversary. She's like, whatever. So we go out there and we do it. We sat down. Dude, she immediately starts asking me questions after her first beer.
Wow.
She's like, where's this water coming from? I said, off that mountain over there.
That's
She goes,
so cool.
is it clean to swim in? I was like, yeah. Can we come back next weekend? And that's where it hooked. And every weekend after that, next weekend, a friend
She loved it.
borrowed the camping gear, and then we tested out camping. She loved it. Fast forward, 3 years we've been doing this every weekend by this point. She's cooking from scratch because she didn't like beanie weenies and hot dogs. She wouldn't cook gourmet meals out camping. Well, she starts watching van lifers on YouTube to pass the time. And whenever I come home, I'm just laying beside her like, what are you watching? And she's telling me, and I'm like, they're making money doing this? She goes, yeah. I said, but we're doing the exact same thing in a tent. She goes, yeah. So we started an Instagram account.
So it was her idea.
Basically. And next thing I know, she came up with the name Dome Life because we were in dome tents at the time. And we started just filming our weekend adventures. Then we started taking 2-week vacations and would film the whole trip out west. And then finally we were out west one day on, this is the crazy story, January of 2018, or right before the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah.
We had was it 2020? December.
2020, yep.
It was 20 January to December, New Year's. We were in Tucson. We were coming back. She's like, I don't want to come back. She started calculating how much we were making on YouTube, which was $1,700, but maybe $3,000. I don't remember. Maybe $1,700. But she was calculating, said if our truck's paid for, I'll sell my car, sell my house, and if we do that, we can live off this. If we had no other expenses, let's just do it. I'm like, coming from the girl that hated it. So I was like, okay.
Just fell in love with it.
Let's do it. Well, then we did that for how that fell into place. She said the only thing I would do is get a shower.
Is there a shower in there?
Yeah, there's a shower in there.
Wow.
Full shower. Queen size mattress, 45-gallon water tank.
Nice.
It's nice. Full cooking gas powered stove, or not powered, yeah, gas stove. But whenever we did that, what was it? So whenever we went full time, she's like, I need a shower. So we found a company. We didn't find it. We come back that same week. A company reaches out to us called Jolk out of Australia. Have you heard of it? Jolk is a system where you take a hose that has a water pump out to water, has a little filter, not to purify the water, just to keep crud out. Comes up, you use a propane tank, heats up the water, and then you buy a pop-up shower and you shower. They wanted us to sponsor their stuff. I was like, honey, this is a sign. So they said, can you just do a film on it? Our film right now has 156,000 views on that, and it outperforms their own videos. Or anybody else has done it.
Wow.
That weekend when we went to go film it, I gave our old shower we made, which was a tube shower that was PVC pipe to be heated by the sun, to a friend. And I told him, hey man, we you know, we're jokingly looking at going full time. We got this shower. I told him, so but here, you can have this shower. He said, oh, okay. Well, while we're filming it, we come back, and whenever I get service, he goes, I have like 7 missed calls, 13 text messages from the guy. And he's like, bro, are you really thinking of, I called him back, he says, bro, are you really thinking about selling your house? I was like, it was, you know, we're joking, talking about it. It's not a serious thing. Well, my girlfriend is a mortgage writer. She writes up the contracts, and she can't get a job or get a house because the market, it was selling so fast that they're selling out from under. Could you let us come and take a look at your house? I was like, but we're not really thinking about it. So I told Kelly, so that Tuesday, so we were just in Tucson the week before. That Tuesday, they come and look at the house, give us an offer asking $15,000 more than what we asked. Because she says, what do you want for it? I told her, I was like, well, it says on Zillow it's worth 160. She says, would you want 170? I was like, are we really doing this? Then I said, well, we have time to do everything. We can't move out right now. She says, well, when do y'all need? Well, like, June. So she gave us 4 months to live there. But Then my wife took her 2013 Mustang. She's the first owner. We looked for it, and it said that they were only at 8,000 on Kelly Blue Book. So she goes into her office jokingly and says, "Hey, does anybody here want a Mustang?" And a girl leans back at me and says, "My boyfriend's a Mustang." So then she ends up getting it, and he buys it for 14 grand because all the cars weren't being manufactured.
That's
so
right.
the value of cars went up.
Yep.
So we took that money and bought the trailer that we towed behind and put all our camping gear in that had a 30-gallon water tank, so that if we couldn't use the Jokel, we could use a 30-gallon water tank, or
Wow.
use it in the river. We could hook it up to that, and all that fell into place. I'm just like, oh my God, tell me this isn't a sign.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Absolutely. When something works out that perfect and you're really not looking for it, you're in the right. You're in the right place. You're in the right place, man. That is awesome. That's a cool story.
Like, how'd you get into this?
So,
And are you from this area?
I grew up in Gulf Breeze. Well, let me rephrase that. I was born in Birmingham, Alabama, and we moved to Topeka, Kansas, Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I wish I was there. That place is awesome. Manchester, New Hampshire. How about that one? It's cold. And then back down to Gulf Breeze, where I spent my middle school years in high school. And I went on from there to the University of North Alabama on a football scholarship. I was a punter, Division II school, and met my wife Natalie. She's from St. Louis originally. Her parents moved to Huntsville for some base realignment and stuff like that, and we moved back here in 2015. I have 3 sons, Eli, Ethan, and Gray. And I've been a pharmaceutical rep for, 11 years. And when I moved back here, I grew up surf fishing. So I started a channel. And in the process, I was fishing with a lot of different baits like I do now. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to make this. And I've always been an inventor. Like, I've always had that kind of ingenuity.
Don't worry, I do the same thing, bro.
I can't do it.
That later.
I can't do it. And so I was like, I'm gonna try to make this synthetic fishing bait. And I took my subscribers on day one, which was probably like 57 at the time, like you had, into that journey of bait creation. Like, let's do this together. I need your feedback. I'll send you samples. And it took a long time. After 500 attempts, I mean, finally hit it. You got one? You sure? All right, let's go.
500
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll film you.
Yeah, okay. I'll take it.
Absolutely. Here we go. Cody is going to go on the fish right now. Hopefully it's not going to be a catfish. We don't want a catfish.
Keep on reeling, man. You're running right.
This may be a pompano when it runs right.
Why is that?
Because they love to be erratic in the surf, and they're great fighters. They go in and out of the current. They're trying to get off like crazy of that hook. Oh, got a cat.
Oh, it's a cat.
We want those cats to stop hitting.
Yep. Hope when that sun gets bright, they stop.
Yes.
So basically, whenever the cats quit biting is when the sun fully comes up.
Exactly.
Hey, it's coming.
It's coming. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that sunrise. Oh, picturesque. And so I'm making this stuff in my kitchen, right?
You are?
Yeah. And it smells terrible.
And your wife's probably...
Oh, she's like, Dad, or my kid's like, Dad, are you making fish gum again? And so, bless their hearts, they have been troopers in this whole process. And after 500 attempts, man, I went out. It was, there's always a story behind everything, right? It was like the year anniversary of my mom's death.
Oh,
And I went fishing and...
kind of an escape.
Yeah, and I went fishing and I had this new formula I wanted to try. And it was probably 5 foot, 6 foot seas out there, which is not ideal for surf fishing. And all I used was fish gum for bait, and I caught a first redfish just using that formula. I'm like, this is it, because it's too crazy out there that I shouldn't be able to catch fish with it being this bad, and yet this fish found the bait because it's all wet, so the clarity's crappy, and so that scent got into the water where it found it, and started figuring out how to mass produce it. Well, don't mass produce it, like small produce it. And I've got 2 employees now. I had 6 at one time. and that nearly drove me out of business because I'm not good with business. I suck at it. And hopefully in this process, you understand your own giftings and goals, right? And in this process, I've understood mine. I was like, I'm terrible with money. and I'm not a manufacturer, but that's what I'm forced to do. That's where I'm at because it's been one of the hardest things in my life. This will be the first year after 3 years of selling it that we've made something.
Well,
which is good.
That's what I was about to say. You know if you're doing good after 3 years.
Yep. And this is the third year, and a lot of it is just finding the right size. The year after the pandemic, everything in the supply chain was messed up, so it screwed me up too. And I felt so bad for my employees, so I kept paying them even though we weren't really doing anything. Probably a cat on this one. Hey, get the one on the end, Jack. Get the one on the end. The one on the end, get it. That's something different. Maybe he's got something better. Yes! 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 Woo! Yes! Yes! We did it, baby. Pompano, baby. Catch and cook coming your way. Dome life.
What?
That's a keeper, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
That's a nice one, too.
I think it was ghost shrimp.
So is that how you hold it?
Anyway.
Have you had pompano before?
I've never had pompano.
Oh my
I've heard so much about
gosh.
pompano. I've never had pompano.
You're in for an incredible treat.
Yes, sir.
That is awesome.
You gotta be careful. They do have these spikes right here. They will hurt you. It's not bad, but it will.
Oh, right there. I see them.
You see, they don't even go down a little bit, but
Just over the bar is where we caught that. Just over the bar. So the biggest thing we're trying to target pompano is find out where they're running. They are a schooling fish. They travel in schools during this time of year, the spring run, and there's also a fall run. So typically, if you can cast back where you caught the one, you can catch another one. So that's exactly what we're gonna try to do. Hell yeah.
Now, what makes the pompano taste so good, or what does it taste like? Give me some info, because I've been mouth watering for like 5 years about pompano.
I had a friend that tried pompano for the first time last year, and the way he described the flavor was velvety.
Velvety.
Velvety. So the flesh is really, it's a firm fish, but it just kind of just velvets away. I mean, that's the only way I can describe it. They eat a healthy diet of crustaceans, typically sand fleas. I think you've seen some of the bait that we've caught, ghost shrimp, clams. So that makes their meat taste a little different. If you're thinking about eating crab all your life, your meat's going to taste really good because you're eating crab, right? So you will love this. It is the most expensive fish to buy at the fish market. So that tells you something about the flavor.
And also because I'm sure in trying to catch this, you have to come to the beach. It's not like you're out on a boat being able to catch a whole mass of
Exactly. You can catch them from a boat. Typically it's from jigging, but again, you got to find the school. But there's nothing like being at the beach, Jack, right? And catching pompano. That's what we want to do. We got to get you to catch one next.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm just excited that there's actually one on the line.
Absolutely.
we'll bleed them.
Yeah, go bleed them. Show them why we bleed them. I'll get this back out there. I think that was ghost shrimp. I can't tell.
It was OP shrimp on one top one.
What about the bottom one? Okay. Oh no, it was OP shrimp and green fish scum on both of them. OP shrimp, green fish scum. When you bleed the fish, it really makes their flesh and the meat whiter, and you get rid of just the blood, and so you have a more flavorful fish without the blood. So that fish ate the OP shrimp with green fish scum, so we're gonna do the same thing again and cast it where it was at before. This is the Tony rig made by Green Get 'em Rigs. You've got the green bead and the green and blue float made by Green Get 'em, great rig tying company. First fish, Green Get 'em. Here's your fish, come on. Get your camera out, I think so. Same rod. I think we got one on here. I hope it's a pompano. It hit like one. Don't be a catfish. You feel anything?
Yeah.
Good. If it feels like it's running erratic, that could be a pompano. I hope it's not a cat. This is the same rod we used that Jack just caught his on. Oh, catfish.
Isn't there a saying about being catfish?
Oh yeah, it's never a good one. Never a good one. But that's okay. Take the good and the bad. Here's one thing you got to learn about catfish. Here's a good learning. I want to show you. I want to show you something very cool about catfish. You got to see this. All right. They have superior scent, right? They find bait supplies. If you look at his belly, he is fat with food. What that tells me is he has located for us a food source. So even though we're gonna have to weed through catfish, the pompano are gonna eat the same thing this guy's eating. So even though I hate catching them, it tells me there's something out that they're eating. What you doing? Bringing them all in? You bringing them all in? Are they really?
Yeah.
You got Sputniks too?
Yeah, 5 ounce.
I guess we can just use mine.
I don't know what's going on. Yours are holding good.
It's the height of the rod above where the grass line is what's causing it not to drift. Yeah, they're holding because of that. Look at that, look at that. I think it's a cat. It may be a cat. It feels heavy. Feels like a fat cat. I think he may be running now.
The water was like cleared up a little bit. Maybe.
I think he's running. I think he's running.
Right.
Or maybe riding the wave. This may be faster than a catfish, dude.
Yeah, let's get on top of the water. Good time.
It's gonna be a pump. It's gonna be a pump.
Yeah, let's go. Walk back.
Woo!
That's what it's all about. It's
Yeah, baby. That was short again.
Yep.
Just cast that out. Hey, well, he'll be 11.5. I think I am right at
Oh, you got that on the money.
11 and a half, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're a bad man. I'll tell you that. Bad man.
All right, good.
Good job.
Let's bleed him. Where'd my knife go?
Right there.
You son of a gun.
You couldn't weigh in. Unfortunately.
All right, let's go. I think that was it was a ghost shrimp on the top one.
Was it? I'm gonna get this.
Get some ghost shrimp on the top one. We got you too. Ghost shrimp on the top one, just right over the bar. Green Get 'em rig. That pompano was brought to you by the Green Get 'em rig. Float with a bead. That one hit the bead. Ghost shrimp on top. There it is, there it is. There it is. Come here, come here, come here. Come here. Good fish, good fish. Good fish. Where'd you go, Pro?
Oh, it's the cell phone. You can just
Is it filming? Sweet. Bring that puppy in. If you feel it pulling, just slow down on it. You can just real slow, real slow. There you go, real slow. There you go, just fine. There you go, that's what you want right there. There you go, this will be a good fish, Cody. This is gonna be the biggest pompano, I think, of the day. That's all right, just keep it down, stay in one spot. Yeah, go right there, yeah, that's fine. Go over, and keep it tight, there you go. There you go. Let's go, Cody. Bring that pompano in, bring that pompano in. Sir, you just caught your first Florida pompano. Yes, sir. Not better fight than a catfish, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Woo!
Officially the greatest day of my life.
That is so awesome, man. Let's see what he hit. So we can see in his mouth here that is actually the ghost shrimp. Like I told you before, it's a primo bait. They find it when it's rough out. You saw the rough surf. And we use the beads to give them a little focal point because they are sight feeders.
Gotcha.
So we either use beads or we use floats, and this is actually made by the Green Get 'em beads, Green Get 'em rigs.
All right, so what's the best way to hold it? Can I hold it like this? And get
Yeah,
it out?
if you can, yeah.
Because I remember him saying they got those fins.
At the fence, get it out. We got to measure. It has to be 11 inches to the fork to keep in Florida. So go take them to the cart, take this and film them, see if it's legal. Come on, be legal, baby, be legal.
He's almost 12.
He's almost 12.
Yes!
See right here, that's the fork link.
Yep.
Yep, you got him right in the mouth. You got it, dude.
Yeah, 11 and a half.
You got him. Congratulations, first Florida Pompano. We're trying to feed your family for a week. Yeah, so when you slowed up, that was the cadence you want. Do you feel like you don't have the horse in it, but when you start slowing down, you can start feeling the fish? That was perfect. You got one? He's got one. Yes! 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 That's a good pop, baby. They're here. They're schooling. They're schooling.
Hey, baby.
Get him in. Get him in. Get him in. Get him in. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's gonna be a pump. The way things running from side to side, you got yourself a pompano. You're good. You got a fish in. Yes, sir.
You got points on it?
Yes, sir. I got your line. Go for it. Go for it. Hey, what was that? Ghost shrimp? Oh, sorry. I got you.
That's gonna get on the table.
Ghost shrimp?
Yes, sir.
That's one of the craziest things about having all these rods out.
You get tangled pretty quickly. You want the rod?
You can put it on.
What'd you do to your rod, man? What'd you do to your rod holder? I can get back out here. They're schooling. So we're using what's called OP bait soak. We're using ghost shrimp bait. This is actually a synthetic form of ghost shrimp scent that instead of using the gum as my palette on the actual strip bait, I'm using actual shrimp. So you take a ½ pound of shrimp and you put it in the bag and you shake it all together, and that scent will impregnate itself into the shrimp palette, and now you're virtually fishing with another form of ghost shrimp, but it's synthetic.
That's call you Jack. We're at the end of our fishing experience today, but Tony here, he's become one of my new best friends.
Yeah, man, heck yeah.
I love this guy. But Jack and Tony together are going to teach me how to clean a pompano so that Kelly can cook it later, because I don't know how to cook. Kelly's got a good recipe she's going to try.
Yeah, you guys are in store for some good food, man. I can't wait to hear how it goes.
I'm excited.
And see it in the video.
Well, he's got a recipe that we got to get in the future with some kosher salt on top. You basically bake it in a bunch of salt and it makes it buttery.
Oh, it steams that fish. It's so good.
All right, I finally bought myself a true fillet knife. I used to have a Walmart one. It was always kind of crapping out on me.
But you had to catch fish in order for you to utilize this knife, right?
Yes, I had to catch fish. And look at this nice presentation.
Yes.
Pompano. Man, those are really like some big fish.
I know. It's gonna be so good. That is a good fish.
So Tony has to go to work, who I've been calling Jack, and this is Jack. This is Tony. Let me just make sure I get it right.
You got it right.
I know
man.
your name's Tony.
You got it right.
But Tony's got to go to work. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Enjoyed it, brother.
We'll make sure to put his information in the description below for
There we go. Fish gum, baby. Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about. And Jack here. This guy.
What's up?
He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's very powerful.
Yes, I move people.
I'm telling you.
You make our brains elevate to the next level.
Oh, yeah. We'll put Jack's information in. Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'll say that. We'll put Jack's information in the link below. And Jack, what's your channel's name?
It's called Yapping with Jack. We do a lot of fishing, mostly kite fishing offshore in the ocean.
I like your style.
That's right.
He does it, man.
These guys are my heroes today, aren't they, honey?
Yeah, thank y'all for coming out.
You're
Yeah, no
welcome.
problem.
We enjoyed it. Nice to meet you both.
Yeah, you too.
We'll do it
Awesome.
again, brother. Thank you, guys. Kelly,
keep in
thank you. We'll
contact.
see you again.
Oh, we will.
You
Bye,
guys
guys.
come back here.
Good job filleting, man. I'm proud of
Yeah,
you.
you guys cook it. I'm looking. I want to see it.
Yeah, we want to know how
Really good.
I'll text him a salt baked pompano.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Have a good one. Enjoyed it, man. We'll do it again.